If your dog has bad breath, you've probably been told to just buy some dental chews or try brushing their teeth. But let's be honest, wrestling a 70-pound lab with a toothbrush feels like trying to bathe a cat. But what if I told you that there is one specific natural ingredient you can drop right into their food bowl tonight? And by this time tomorrow, the chemical breakdown of their plaque and tartar will already be underway. Real dental health doesn't happen on the surface of the tooth. It happens deep within the bloodstream. For decades, pet parents have been conditioned to believe that maintaining a dog's oral hygiene requires a constant uphill battle involving finger brushes, dental wipes, and expensive chemically synthetic chews. We have been taught to treat plaque and tartar as purely external problems that can only be scraped, scrubbed, or ground away. But anyone who has ever tried to force a toothbrush into the mouth of an anxious 70-pound dog knows that this mechanical approach is not just stressful, it is fundamentally flawed. When we focus entirely on the outside of the tooth, we are completely ignoring the biological environment that allowed the bacteria to take root in the first place. To truly eradicate plaque and eliminate stubborn tartar within a matter of hours, we have to look past the surface and shift our perspective to systemic care. Plaque begins its life as a microscopic, sticky biofilm composed of bacteria and food particles. Left undisturbed, the natural minerals present in your dog's saliva cause this soft layer to calcify into rock, hard tartar in less than 48 hours. Trying to brush away fully formed tartar is like trying to clear a driveway with a broom after the snow has already turned to solid ice. The secret to breaking down this concrete-like barrier lies not in friction, but in chemistry. By introducing a specific biological disruptor like organic Ascophyllum nodosum kelp directly into your dog's diet, you are activating an internal defense mechanism. This pure, cold-pressed seaweed does not work by scrubbing the teeth as your dog chews. Instead, the active organic compounds travel through the digestive system, are absorbed into the bloodstream, and are then delivered directly to the salivary glands. This completely alters the molecular composition of your dog's saliva. Within 24 hours of ingestion, the newly activated saliva begins to secrete natural enzymes that target the specific bonds holding the plaque together. It works silently and continuously, softening the calcified buildup from the inside out every single time your dog salivates. What was once an immovable, dangerous layer of tartar gradually becomes brittle and weak, allowing it to naturally flake off during normal everyday activities like chewing on a toy or eating dinner. By targeting the root of the problem through the bloodstream, you transform your dog's own biology into a continuous, self-cleaning mechanism. Real oral care is not a chore you have to fight your pet to complete every night. It is an effortless, internal process fueled by a single, powerful addition to their daily food bowl. Bad breath in dogs is far more than a minor cosmetic inconvenience or an unpleasant odor you choose to ignore when your pet licks your face. It is a ticking clock for your dog's vital organs. As pet parents, we frequently dismiss a foul smell coming from a pet's mouth as just a normal part of being a dog. We might laugh it off, buy a bag of mint-flavored treats from the supermarket grocery aisle, or simply turn our heads away when they get too close. This casual dismissal is one of the most dangerous mistakes a dog owner can make. The truth about canine periodontal disease is that it is an aggressive, systemic infection masquerading as a hygiene issue. The foul odor you smell is actually the byproduct of billions of volatile, destructive bacteria multiplying along the gum line. When left unchecked, this localized infection creates a direct, uninhibited superhighway straight into your dog's bloodstream, causing quiet and irreversible damage to their heart, liver, and kidneys. To understand why this happens, we must look at how plaque transforms into a biological weapon. Every time your dog eats, a microscopic layer of bacteria and food particles adheres to their teeth, creating a soft biofilm. If this biofilm is not disrupted within 48 hours, the natural minerals present in your dog's saliva cause it to calcify into rock-hard tartar. Once tartar forms, it acts like a coral reef for pathogens, creating deep, oxygen-deprived pockets under the gums where the most destructive bacteria thrive. Your dog's immune system recognizes this massive bacterial overgrowth as an active wound and sends a rush of white blood cells to the area, resulting in chronic inflammation and bleeding gums. Because the gums are incredibly vascular, every single chew, crunch, or swallow forces those pathogenic bacteria directly into the open blood vessels. Once inside the circulatory system, these microbes travel throughout the entire body, colonizing vulnerable organs. They attach to the delicate valves of the heart, causing endocarditis, and place a massive, continuous toxic burden on the liver and kidneys, as these organs desperately try to filter out the constant influx of bacteria. By the time a dog shows obvious signs of systemic illness, such as lethargy, loss of appetite, or unexplained kidney issues, the underlying cause is very frequently found in the mouth. Periodontal disease is the #1 diagnosed condition in adult pets, affecting over 80% of dogs by the time they reach the age of 3. Yet traditional solutions often fall short. Standard commercial dental chews are frequently packed with high amounts of processed starches, grains, and hidden sugars that actually feed the very oral bacteria you are trying to eliminate. Furthermore, subjecting a senior dog or a pet with an underlying heart murmur to the stress and heavy risks of full anesthesia for a veterinary teeth scraping is a frightening prospect for any owner. This is exactly why a preventative, proactive approach utilizing natural biological disruptors is so crucial. By dropping a safe, natural compound like organic Ascophyllum nodosum kelp and antimicrobial coconut oil into their food bowl, you are stopping this silent killer in its tracks. The enzymes systematically alter the saliva to break down the hardened tartar, while the lauric acid in the coconut oil destroys the bad breath bacteria on contact. You are not just cleaning their teeth or making their breath smell better for your own comfort. You are actively dismantling an internal bacterial factory. Taking control of your dog's oral health today means protecting their vital organs, preventing silent suffering, and ensuring that your beloved companion lives a much longer, healthier, and happier life by your side. Stop fighting the toothbrush and staring at your dog in frustration, because trying to force a plastic brush and foaming paste into an anxious pet's mouth is an exhausting, losing battle that strains the bond between you and your companion. As dedicated pet parents, we are consistently bombarded with guilt-driven messages telling us that if we truly loved our dogs, we would diligently brush their teeth every single night. We buy specialized poultry-flavored toothpaste, finger brushes, and dual-headed scrubbers, only to end up in a wrestling match on the living room floor that leaves us scratched up, the dog terrified, and the actual teeth barely touched. This daily friction creates a toxic routine of stress and anxiety for everyone involved. Worse yet, it fails to solve the underlying crisis. Even if you manage to scrub the easy-to-reach front canines, you are completely missing the tight crevices, the deep molars, and the delicate gum lines where the most destructive, rock-hard tartar actually builds up. It is time to abandon this high-stress, low-reward cycle and let nature's biological disruptors do the heavy scrubbing for you, directly from inside the food bowl. The fundamental flaw with manual brushing is that it relies entirely on mechanical friction to solve what is ultimately a chemical and biological problem. Plaque starts as a soft, microscopic biofilm that blankets the teeth. If it isn't neutralized quickly, the minerals in your dog's saliva turn it into calcified tartar within 48 hours. Trying to manually scrub away fully formed tartar with a toothbrush is like trying to clear a concrete sidewalk with a kitchen broom. The tool simply does not match the strength of the material. Instead of forcing physical friction against a hardened barrier, a much smarter and more efficient approach is to introduce a dietary catalyst that completely changes the oral environment by dropping a tiny, precise amount of organic Ascophyllum nodosum kelp powder into your dog's daily meal. You are bypassing the need for physical restraint altogether. This specific cold-pressed seaweed doesn't work by scraping the teeth topically as your dog eats. Instead, it works systemically. The natural nutrients are digested, absorbed seamlessly into the bloodstream, and delivered right to the salivary glands, completely transforming the chemical composition of your dog's saliva. Within 24 hours of hitting their system, your dog's saliva becomes a continuous, localized defense system, secreting natural enzymes that target the specific molecular bonds holding the plaque together. It works silently around the clock, softening the calcified tartar from the inside out every single time your dog salivates, licks their chops, or drinks water. What was once an immovable, cement-like layer of brown buildup gradually becomes weak, porous, and brittle. You don't need to scrape it off with metal tools. The softened tartar will naturally flake away when your dog enjoys a normal chew toy, crunches on their food, or plays fetch. To maximize this hands-off approach, combining the systemic power of kelp powder with a single tablespoon of raw, organic virgin coconut oil creates an unstoppable double whammy. While the kelp dissolves the hardened tartar from the inside out via the saliva, the lauric acid in the coconut oil acts as a potent, natural antimicrobial agent that destroys bad breath bacteria on contact from the outside. Because dogs absolutely love the taste of coconut oil, they will enthusiastically lick the bowl clean, eagerly consuming the very ingredients that are secretly dismantling their dental decay. This shifting of strategy turns a nightly chore into a seamless, highly anticipated treat. You completely eliminate the friction, the wrestling, and the guilt from your evening routine. More importantly, you are protecting your dog from the heavy, terrifying risks of full anesthesia and the immense financial burden associated with veterinary dental scrapings. By shifting your approach from manual friction to systemic, biological disruption, you are working with your dog's natural anatomy rather than fighting against it. You can finally step back, put the toothbrush away, and let a single, effortless addition to their food bowl deliver the sparkling clean teeth, fresh breath, and vibrant health your dog deserves. Ultimately, transforming your dog's dental health doesn't require expensive vet visits, stressful wrestling matches with a toothbrush, or sugary commercial chews that do more harm than good. By understanding the biological mechanics of how plaque and tartar form, you can outsmart the bacteria using the power of systemic, natural ingredients. Adding a precise amount of organic Ascophyllum nodosum kelp powder combined with a spoonful of antimicrobial coconut oil to your dog's food bowl creates a hands-off, 24-hour defense system. This simple daily habit completely alters their saliva, softening rock-hard tartar from the inside out, while destroying bad breath bacteria on contact from the outside. You are no longer just masking a cosmetic odor. You are actively shielding their heart, liver, and kidneys from the silent danger of systemic infection. By shifting from exhausting manual scrubbing to effortless biological disruption, you protect both your wallet and your pet's well-being. Put away the toothbrush, trust the chemistry of nature, and let your dog's own bowl deliver the vibrant health, fresh breath, and clean smile they deserve for a long, happy life by your side.